Hey, Edge, what's up, buddy? Cougar Claus, Corrado Capone. What's up, buddy? Heisman Trophy winner. What's up, Heis? We got some pills here. Popping pills. Just for Matt. I know. I'm a week behind. I'm slow. I was busy all weekend. Rod of the Raw. Fair boys of rock and roll. Welcome to the program, my friends. Oh yes, what a crazy weekend in the world of the fucking bodybuilder. Well, we wanted some exciting news. I didn't want this kind of fucking news. The fucking crazy family. We've been very good at it. How's South Africa doing? It's the Josh. Made it to bad boys. Yes, that's right. You're a Louisiana guy. How was it? Did you any damage? Hopefully no damage. Hogan, I just heard an old bell radio talking where they mentioned you. They mentioned him. They better. Cougar the Claus, ABF and the House of Love. What's up, Chano? Hey, welcome everybody. Hot Stuff Nutritionals presents MuscleSport Mag right here on a Monday. Nino Balsano. That's my kind of fucking name. A fellow greaseball. Welcome. Welcome, NB. How the fuck are you? Wow. What a crazy fucking story going on. Big Rob, 30-second video at Home Depot, praying not to know what galvanized steel means as a prank. He is the most unfunniest fucking lump of shit ever. Joe, let's get this show started, right? BC of the game I made because of the game. What game did you make? What's up, Don Giuseppe? What game did you make? Did you make a spin the steroids bottle with girls only at Olympia weekend? Oh no, that's what we did. Nikki D, what's up, Nikki? Yankees looking good, Nick. I'm telling you. Yankees gonna be a fucking real tough out in the postseason. Flea Flexatron. I like that picture of you and your buddy with Shawn Rhoden. Yes, of course we're gonna talk about Shawn Rhoden today. It's a big story. Finally, bodybuilding has something to talk about, but unfortunately, it's a guy that I like who's in trouble. He's very boring. He refuses to be funny, be everything he needs to be respectable. Yes, I wish Big Rob Fitness was on the other end of that fucking that accusation, not Shawn Rhoden. Yankees fucked up my Blue Jays in the ass. Blue Jays are a good team, but they're kind of like a 500 kind of team. Yankees are great. That Boston Dodgers game was great last night. I think it was like 6 hours, 5 hours. I went to Target yesterday and I seen a woman that looks like Corey Everson. She was getting avocados. So you should have approached her and said, "You look familiar. Are you who I think you are?" And if she was really her, she probably would have chuckled a little. And if she wasn't, she'd be like, you would be able to tell by and say, "You look so good, I'd lick your ass if you were her or not." I truly believe Olympia is innocent, but who cares about I care about your opinion. I care about all of your guys' opinions. Did you see that Jason flat out said that Rhoden is guilty in video? Not you. I spoke to Jason this morning. He sounds like he's in a bad mood about other things, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. Yes, Jason called me a little while ago, and we conversed via cellular phone. I heard that Blackman threw a coffee mug at the MD headquarters when he found out Shawn forcibly Why couldn't it have been me? Face down on the bed. Did you see Get Big? They had to. I guess Ron Avedon got that court paperwork. I'll give him credit. That's good homework. Joe, why do I only want to bang mature women? Help me, brother. Bro, I always loved mature women. When I was a 20-year-old man, I used to go to the 30 and over clubs so I could fuck older fucking broads that were divorced and dried up down there. Crazy times too, Hawk and Freak TMNA. Oh, baby, how are you? And Crystal, look at that. Back to back. Oh, I would love to see them back to back. Oh, with G-strings on. And then they go snap. Fucked as usual, but not with a back injury. Flexes, it's bad situation. Back injuries suck. I could see where you're coming from. As adults, we know meeting people past straw hours means booty straw hours. My wife thinks it was a setup. Obviously, all speculation. My thing, if you guys saw my article, and this was funny because me and Shawn Ray, right before the show, we were texting back and forth, and he wanted me to call him. I said, I can't. I got to do my show. But I'm gonna call him after the show. A cougar your grandma's age? She said that I patted. Do you have grandma mommy issues, grandmama issues? Balance, what's up, Travis? Ice raids have started. Build a wall. We won't need them. Now let me tell you something. By the fucking mayor telling people when ice raids are, that is putting those guys' lives in danger. That's like telling the fucking guy who's going to get locked up on the corner, hey, the cops are coming. He either runs or he fucking gets his gun out. I love ice. I love getting blown with ice in the girl's mouth. That hasn't happened in like 30 years. Kim Haynes, I hope you're feeling better, baby. Kim has had migraine issues. I want her better. Mikey Arbuckle, what's up? We're going to take her back to your place next time and show her how the young bull does it. Young bull, who got a claws? But this is my take on a very important part of this case that we that I'm sure the investigators have looked into. Rumor has it Phil Heath's wife threw him notes. The guy who was in the hallway waiting for us, supposedly a photographer. Okay, and that was the guy. I reached out to him on Reddit, the person who's claiming to be that person that Crystal sent me the link to. Thank you again, Crystal. Crystal, really, she's the super sleuth on this thing. Has Flex denied anything? Are you talking about Flex or Shawn Rhoden? He hasn't said anything, and that's the smartest thing to do. Let your lawyer do all of that stuff. Don't say a fucking word. Don't go anywhere near social media, and just fucking stay in your house by yourself. So my thing was, the guy that she was with saw her immediately. Now, I'm hearing now she was a bikini pro. No names yet. That's something I read on MD. Ron Harris. I'll give him credit. He said she's a bikini pro. I don't know. He knows, but maybe he does know. Get out of jail free card. Look at Central Park 5. Well, let me tell you something, though. They got the saliva was the DNA from her breast. It wasn't pre-cum like I just guessed. This is before I got all of these other details from GetBig.com. The woman was married. Yes, that's what I heard. And I believe that Shawn Rhoden is also married. So his best case scenario would be to try to get that it was consensual. And to me, you look at a lot of different things. You speak to the first people that saw her immediately after the incident, since there was no one else in the room when this allegedly occurred. The first person, per se, that you see is the hallway video cameras. Video cameras. Does she walk out of the room fucking texting, smiling, or is she walking out crying, like shaking? She get in the elevator. There's usually elevator cameras. I'm sure he was in a good hotel. It probably had elevator cameras. When she gets to the lobby, the guy behind the desk at the time, the guy who supposedly is waiting for her, what does she say to these people, if anything, and what is her demeanor? Is she acting upset? Is she acting like everything's fine? How long was she really up there? Was she up there for 3 minutes? Was she up there for 30 minutes? I mean, a lot could happen. I found out that object rape, which we call aggravated sexual abuse in New York penal law, is basically just he finger blasted her, according to her, or used a dildo, but it was a finger. She had a laceration on her vagina. That could happen. And Crystal, back me up on this, or tell me if I'm wrong. That could happen in consensual sexual acts. It could happen in masturbation. I fuck up my cock all the time. Raw rod, right? You know what I'm talking about. So that doesn't mean that he did it, but it also doesn't look good because everything else that she's trying to paint this picture is that it was non-consensual. And I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know. She may be totally correct in the way she is putting it down on paper. for the cops. So to me, it looks like that there something definitely occurred if they did get DNA off her body, which ended up being her breast. If they just got DNA off her cheek, he could have kissed her on the cheek or something like that. I mean, it does seem plausible. I will say that. It does seem plausible. And if it was consensual, obviously, depending on the time frame she was up there, something probably didn't happen. Or maybe there was consensual sex in the past. Shawn Ray brought up a good point. We were texting. He said, text messages and things like that. Did they ever have? What is that? Obviously, they must have texted each other. I'll drop by. What's your room number? Blah blah blah. I don't understand the whole DNA. DNA is just basically puts you at the fucking crime scene. It doesn't mean you committed the crime that you're alleged to commit, because you could say, yeah, I was there. And we were messing around, and she kept saying, I gotta go. And then, she had a low-cut shirt on, and I was kissing her breast, and I licked her breast a little bit. And then she pushed me off and said, come on, I gotta go, and giggled and walked out. Or she could have done like she said she did. According to what the court papers say, is that he pushed her on the bed face down, pulled her pants down. I think this is when the fingering part started. And then he flipped her around, and he had an erect penis before that because she said he, dry humped her or whatever you want to call it. And then he put the tip of his penis in. Guys, I'm sorry to say, you don't have to go balls deep to commit, to have sex or commit rape. If you're a virgin and you said, I only put the tip of my dick in, guess what? You're not a virgin anymore. Same thing with the eyes of the law. The minute you get any insertion, any penetration, it doesn't matter if it's all the way, halfway, or just the fucking whole tip, the little head, the little piss dropper comes out and gets a little vagina, interior walls. That's called rape if she's claiming it was not consensual. So that's what it's saying, that it was the tip of his penis. He didn't fully get in there. Of course, this could be true. Of course, it could be true with consent. That's not up for me to decide. Christian, what's up, baby? What if you're in a condiment and just put the tip? Well, it doesn't matter. It's even worse because you put the time in. Marv Albert biting. Yeah, that was a tough one because I guess Dental Records kind of sunk his fucking battleship, Oh, come on. Marv's the greatest fucking announcer of all time. Let him bite a chick. Phil Heath is a terrible ambassador for the sport. Shawn Rhoden, home might be. Draw a diagram when he is. He's done with it. Well, not Alec. This is what happened. Flex banned him. I'm saying Flex. I mean AMI. Banned him from the Olympia for life. This is like 2 hours after the fucking arrest warrant was drawn up and made public. For life. Hey, Vince, what's up? David Pecca dumped him for life from the Olympia. Then IFB, but they said Vince Goodrum's going to come now. About this, and then they said he's no longer with our magazines until the court proceedings are completed. So does that mean, Vince? Does that mean that if he's found not guilty, they're going to let him come back and take pictures for Flex and Muscle and Fitness, but he can't compete in Olympia? Because that's how that thing reads to me. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, hell fucking no. Shawn Rhoden's done. I mean, he's done.
I know that, but according to the statement by Pecca, he'll never compete at the Olympia again, but he can. It's just till the court proceedings are completed about the out of the magazine kind of thing. For all intents and purposes, he's done. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, in my professional opinion there, I mean, whatever comes out of Dave Pecker's mouth there is just a bunch of vomit and bullshit there. I mean, we've been through this before. It's no different than the whole, MD Ron Harris thing as far as, oh, we're going to make you a writer soon. We're going to make you a writer soon. And next thing you know, I hear nothing but, No, I hear absolutely nothing about it. I mean, Joe, we know how this industry works here, you know. But here's the good thing about it here. You know, with all of the battle between the two different IFBB federations, I wouldn't be very surprised if Shawn Rhoden packs up his bags once his whole court proceedings are over with and just goes over to the other IFBB and starts competing there. Now, if he does that and goes over to the competing federation, then we're talking in a whole new grounds there. I mean, they're going to get some good advertising from that, though. So that's where I see Shawn Rhoden actually going to the other IFBB federation, the one that, you know, Mannion and them are fighting with presently there. So it's a good opportunity for them to get picked up there.
I mean, obviously it's possible. We don't know. Right now, the IFBB put out a statement saying they are taking no actions for or against him. And
bullshit! Come on, man, come on now.
So
remember when they banned?
Now, if we just go literally, he can't compete in the Olympia, but he may be able to be in Muscle and Fitness magazine again, and he might be able to compete at the Arnold or the Tampa Bay Pro or the New York Pro, the third most prestigious show on the calendar. Right.
Well, this is just an example of them trying to have their cake and eat it too. They, you know, the thing about it is they fucked up by reacting automatically to the news reports there without giving Shawn Rhoden an opportunity to actually vet himself. Now that DNA evidence turns out it was just DNA. But the police were up there making it out like it was nut or semen or something like that.
It was spit on her tit. That's all it was.
Yeah, it was basically spit on their fucking tits and everything. So, I mean, the thing about it is, now they're tripping over their tongue and they're like, well, hold on a minute. Because originally, remember, whenever they came out with it, they said, no, we don't want Shawn Rhoden anymore. Fuck him, you know? And now they're saying, well, maybe not fuck him. So, they can't seem to make up their minds here, you know? And the thing about it is, I think Shawn Rhoden, even if, they allow him back fully, I doubt if Shawn Rhoden, based on his treatment, he'll probably say, go fuck yourselves and go to the other IFBB federation there, you know? He's not going to care whether Kai Green, which Kai Green now is hinting that he may take up the Mr. Olympia because Shawn Rhoden's not going to be in there. You might even see Phil Heath's little bubble gut ass there, you know? You just never know, you know? But I think Shawn Rhoden is going to take his ball and he's going to take it somewhere else here. Because, quite frankly, the other IFBB, a lot of opportunities. Those people down in Saudi Arabia, they're paying big bucks there to have bodybuilders down there. So, it's not like the IFBB Jim Mannion's team is the only game in town there, he has other opportunities and stuff there. And and those Arabs, they'll fucking pay. They'll pay any bodybuilder some good money. They're paying 5 figures just to show up there and take off your shirt and flex your muscles there. Heck, if I can do that, the only thing I got was like $1,500 for posing down with Billy Guns back in 2007. There, so.
The Arnold Classic empty booth, yes.
But it's just an example.
Right now, he obviously this legal thing is going to hang over. It's an albatross. He can't even think about bodybuilding until this thing is hopefully. I like Shawn. I'm hoping that. I guess worst case scenario is it's a rape. Best case it was consensual. Either way, it makes him look bad. I believe he's married with a kid, so he's got problems other than just fucking legal problems. He's got personal issues too now with this. Oh yeah, I've been friends with him 15 years there. Straight up, real. I'm not talking about this little Facebook friend. This is before Facebook friends, and shit. And I know Shawn. I haven't spoke to him in a while there, because I know he's been busy with prepping. Whenever it comes to prepping for a bodybuilding show, the last thing you want to do is go and pester him or anything like that. Let him go and do his work like a warrior monk, basically. But as far as Shawn is concerned, you're absolutely right. There, you got to worry about that wife first off. And everything. I'm sure he's worried about that more than the fuzz. I think ultimately, now that I'm hearing the evidence, because originally I reported on my video on my YouTube channel that they found DNA evidence, so I doubt it, and now it turns out to be fucking spit. It's not even semen, and that's just her story could still be what she's saying it is, and I'm just I'm looking at it objectively without any I'm looking at it. The minute she walks into that fucking station house and makes that report, it's her word against his word. But guess what? In New York, they wouldn't have waited for the fucking lab results, Vince.
No.
He gets collared immediately upon the drawing of that complaint.
And that's another point of contention there. You know, this thing happened in October 2008. Why the fuck are we getting around to it 8 months later? They're almost there. You know, in New York City, you know, we've been in law enforcement there. If we have any type of sufficient evidence, you know, we're going to bring the fuckers in, you know. We're not going to go and wait around, because once you wait around too long, you know, the thing about it is that you have to make sure you get everything done in law enforcement within 72 hours. 72 hours is the magic number. Afterwards, you know, when months go by, evidence get lost, witnesses change stories. We know the whole game, basically. And that's what's going to, it's now 8 months later. And we don't know whether this girl's, you know.
This is what I think what happened. And I'm just going by previous experience. I was a detective and I handled very similar cases like this. All right. She comes into the station house before midnight on the 12th, because he was supposed to do the guest posing on the 13th of 2018 at the Utah NPC show. So she comes in. I don't know what time this allegedly happened. Let's say 10 p.m. for argument's sake. She comes to the station house at 11:30, files the complaint on October 12th. They must have called him either the next day or a couple of hours later and said, listen, we got to talk to you. You're not under arrest, but, you know, you got a problem. So he went in. He must have voluntarily gave his DNA with a swab, because he's not in a DNA database. This guy doesn't have a crime hanging over his fucking head, as far as I know. I mean, I'm just surmising.
And that's another point of contention there. You know, if he's willing to give DNA evidence there, I mean, that's not the way a guilty person works there. You know, if he actually truly rapes him, I mean, why in the world would he go in and voluntarily turn over his DNA there? You know?
I mean, it's most of the time it's just like, give us the DNA and you can get out of here. Because he is a high-profile guy, and yeah, even though it's bodybuilding, still, he is a high-profile guy. This did make TMZ and shit like that. The cop must have, a lot of times we used to confer with the riding ADA, they scored. That was a DA that was on duty overnight. We would call the riding DA and say, listen, this is what I got. You know, I don't want you to DP it, which is a 343 decline prosecution, because that looks bad on everybody. This is what we got. Are you going to draw this up, or, you know, I have to do what I got to do on my end, which would mean an arrest. She must have said, if he's given DNA, let him walk. Let's let the lab come back, and then we'll take action. From what I'm reading, the labs are backed up in Utah for months. Now, I guess they didn't put this at the top of the list. They let it go on, you know, where the number system went. That's the explanation for the 8 or 9 months time frame in between. That's what that makes the most sense to me as a guy who's done this before. Call the DA, say, listen, this guy's a fucking, you know, Mr. Olympia. People know who this guy is. What should we do with this fucking guy?
Right.
I don't want to lock him up and then you DP it. Okay, take the fucking swab and let him walk.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How it went down.
Yeah, but ultimately, you know, Mannion and Pecker, I mean, they should have at least waited this out there. They should have just released an official statement, it should have been, you know, like Goldilocks, not too hot, not too fucking cold or anything like that, you know. And get Shawn Rhoden, I'm like, be like, Shawn, I mean, because here's the thing. The show is still out like 3 or 4 months, and here they are already putting out the statement saying, fuck off, Shawn Rhoden, you know.
Yeah.
Before, I mean, and that's the biggest thing there. So, I mean, I don't even have to speak to Shawn to let him know that he's going to take his ball somewhere else, regardless as to what the outcome is there. I mean, they've literally just ruined the Mr. Olympia. Now, I mean, it brings more excitement, and I'm sure they're going to sell a lot of tickets, because now we already know we're going to crown a new Mr. Olympia, hell or high water. Yeah, and you know, everybody is peaking. I mean, Kai Green, he wants to show up. You know, you might even see an appearance by Philly. It's not too late for him. I mean, you know, what, it's a couple months out. He can get in shape. He can whip his ass in shape. He may have to tuck in his gut a little bit. He may need get a little nip and tuck surgery to get rid of those bitch tits and everything. But, you know, people can still get in shape. I mean, it's an open field. Brandon Curry, he just got finished winning the, you know, that Chicago Pro thing. You know, I mean, it's going to be fucking up in the air, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might go down to Olympia, stand naked up on a booth table for somebody else. It can't be AOR, you know. It may be, I don't know, something like that. You just never know what'll happen. But you know, I think the IFBB as a whole did a disservice to Shawn Rhoden. That's my opinion. I'm not going to go and lick Tyler Mannion or Jim Mannion's ass there or anything like that there,
like some other
I'm gonna keep it real like it is there. I'm not gonna go and lick the ass there of the IFBB or the National Physique Committee there, because quite frankly, I'm like, if I'm accused of everything, and I just get accused and I get a letter saying, fuck off, you can't compete, you can't do this and that, shit, I'd be pissed too. And I'd be like, why the fuck would you do this to me there, Yeah. I'm your freaking Mr. Olympia. You got me on the fucking posters there, for crying out loud. Look how much advertising revenue they've already put in. Why go and release the media statement when you already got that money invested without at least taking a couple of days, taking a week or two, and seeing how things play out? Let all the shit go and see what actually lands. I mean, because you can throw up anything in the air, but you never know what lands there, And what it sounds to me like there, if there's just spitting on her tits there, it ain't no nut in her pussy or anything like that, I would seriously doubt that it would even get past a grand jury. And if anything, I doubt if he would actually get a guilty vote. I mean, he might settle or something like that, but, at least wait until the bullshit goes down, wait until TMZ and all the hype goes down and see where you stand, because you've already put all that money into the advertising revenue. You got his face on your posters here. And I mean, it's not like you could take him down immediately. There's a big giant poster out in Las Vegas there, They got ads up there, you still got his face up there, and now and now he's not going to compete, Yeah. You've already ruined everything, so.
With the ad, they silhouetted Shawn out, and they just left the medal around. They said, who will be champion?
They can't fucking do that. That's stupid. That reminds me of Lee Priest. Whenever ProLab had him as an athlete there, and then ProLab went and fired Lee Priest, and all of a sudden they bring some cartoon blonde guy there. You remember that shit, don't you? And I told Lee, I'm like, Lee, look at this shit they're pulling there. I told him back on at the old Muscle Mayhem forums, I'm like, can you believe this shit ProLab's doing? Where's ProLab at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at?
When ProLab was told to fire Lee Priest, I'm sure. Yeah, they didn't do it on their own accord.
But then they put a blonde person in, some little blonde cartoon person in place, and it was all lame there,
Fucking He-Man.
I mean, at least MD had a good cartoon, Rico McTaco or everything like that. But they was trying to pull a Rico McTaco. That shit ain't gonna fucking work. You know what I'm saying? But I would. But don't be surprised if you see Shawn Rhoden competing in the IFBB Pro Elite there. Don't be surprised. I guarantee you'll see him on that stage instead.
You never know, it might. Now, if he can get...
he is, because, I mean, money talks and bullshit walks there, and Shawn's been bullshitted there, and here you got the IFBB Pro Elite, and I know the chairman is licking his chops saying, oh, man, we got an opportunity to get a current reigning Mr. Olympia. Let's give a call to Shawn Rhoden there,
He is 44,
I guarantee.
But he's a young 44 because he took 7 years off from the gym. So his body hasn't been beat up with all of the juice and all of the prep. He has a lot of, I think for a 44-year-old guy, he has a lot of life left in him because he didn't have for 7 years. He wasn't fucking cycling and dieting this crazy shit. So that does fall into his favor where another 44-year-old guy that never stopped training. I mean, for 7 years, Shawn Rhoden didn't pick up a weight, when he was an amateur. So that to me gives him a little more to go. So you might be right. Well, I never even thought about that, him going over to the Raphael Foundation there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If the IFBB wants him back there, Jim Mannion, Tyler Mannion, they're going to have to get down there and they're going to have to suck Shawn Rhoden's dick. They're going to have to lick his asshole out. They're going to have to lick the crust out of his asshole if they want Shawn Rhoden back there for the Mr. Olympia or for any other event there, Yeah. But I'll be honest with you, they fucking blew it on it there, They fucking blew it. I mean, they rushed to judgment, didn't wait until things hammered down, and it turns out, and I think, like I said before, I think it's going to turn out to where this will be, I think this whole matter is going to go away, and, you basically wasted advertising, and you may have actually opened up grounds for the IFBB Pro Elite, but, like I said, just like before, we'll just have to see what happens. You know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah, a lot of times the complainant drops these charges when it gets too hot sometimes, and I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm just saying in my fucking, experiences, a lot of times, I want to press charges, and then months pass by, a year pass, Now when they got to go to court, they don't want to. And then sometimes, you know, other things happen that make them decide not to do it. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
I hope
it's
for his sake that he's not found guilty of anything, or even if he takes a plea, I hope it's no jail time, because you know that's fucked up. You know, playing with.
Definitely. Well, I gotta get on. I gotta get on and get it on. But you know,
Right,
good speaking with you there. You know, I didn't want to take up too much time because I know you want to get a couple other people. But like I said, if they want Shawn Rhoden back, man, they're gonna have to lick the front and back of his asshole in order to get him back there. They're gonna have to suck his dick there. You know, they got to give. I mean, no hand job ain't gonna do it this time. No fucking hand job's gonna do it. They're gonna have to suck his dick there. You know, if they want him back. I like I said, I expect to see him in the IFBB Pro Elite because they just open up the doors wide open, you know, wide open. But I hope the trial gets done soon. I don't want this running like O.J. Simpson there, you know, or anything like that, because we're not talking O.J. He didn't go knife a bitch to death or anything like that. All he did is, you know, rape is still a serious charge, but it's not like he went and killed somebody. So hopefully this shit gets done as quick and, you know, proper jurisprudence is done there, in my opinion. But, you know, look, I got to get on out of here, but good seeing you there, Joe.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hey,
be good, buddy.
Peace out, everybody.
Vince is a good fucking guy. He's been doing the bodybuilding scene for a long time, and he has some very. I find his videos very entertaining. I like Vince a lot. We have a lot of common things in common. Common enemies is actually it's very important. The upcoming James, I saw that, and Daniel Craig is also in it. And I don't know. You know, maybe it'll be a good movie. I don't know. Bring back Odd Job. Get Odd Job. Why don't they get a geisha girl to be the new Odd Job? And then she could fucking throw a derby and cut a guy's dick off while she's giving him a hand job. Keithus, what do you think about that? I saw your name pop up. The new Odd Job. She's a geisha girl. A full-service massage parlor. The question is, will the ass licking be televised? I hope so. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Shawn Rhoden. You know, if he's guilty of this, that's what the fucking legal system's for. I hope he's. I posted a thing saying I will hire him right now to write a column for fuck MSM, and I don't give a fuck if he's found guilty or not, because we got musclehead Tyler Bauman, who's writing a column from fucking prison. He's doing a multi-year sentence for juice. And in the magazine, I got his thing from an email thing from inmates. He's a columnist for us now. So obviously, I don't care if you're in jail. You can still write for my magazine. Joe's back on the subject of ice deportation. Oh, I love ice deportations. If a deportation worker orgasm apprehending a deported sucks as he's a girl, does it mean she made ice cream? Yes, it does. Fruits and vegetables, grapefruit. I hope Pekka has to eat crow. He'll never do it. He'll stick by his guns. I don't think Shawn will ever. I have a feeling Shawn's gonna fucking retire, only because this is gonna drag out for a while, and you know this has to have been hanging over his head. And then you say, "Oh, he looked like shit in Pittsburgh." I think we know why now. You know, yes, it's the Me Too movement. You know, so obviously this is gonna be fucking polarized and go. You know, it is what it is. You know, like I said, if he is guilty, the fucking legal system will have to prove it. It is an AMI about bankruptcy. Why would they care about screwing them? The AMI is. I mean, they sold the Inquirer, which was their cash cow, at a fucking bargain. It was like garage sale price. You know, $2. Take it off my hands, and it's here. Take $1 for it. Anything. So you know they're bleeding in the fucking red. So they're gonna sell the fucking Olympia, and then whoever buys it will probably, if Shawn, let's say this thing goes away and he takes a guilty plea of some misdemeanor thing, they'll say he can come back, because obviously the Pekka won't be the owner anymore. You can be a rapist, pedophile, murderer, and people will lick your ass as long as you're famous. Yes. The commissary. Joe 2, bowel movement. I just made one before the program. Is Musclehead still on gear in prison? No, he can't be. He eats a lot of chicken, though, he said. He said eat a lot of protein. Musclehead's a fucking good dude. I don't give a... He was selling fake steroids. What do I care? The fuck do I give a shit? As long as he didn't sell them to me. I like real steroids. Anal, no mas. What's up? Anal sex, the only time a man will try to convince you he has a small penis. Oh, you are so right. Woo! Hey, Bloatloard. What do you think about Shawn Rhoden's saliva on this girl's breast? Mr. Johnson, weren't you a detective? Yes, I was, sir. Yes, I was a detective. I was a dick, and I still am, according to some people in this industry. Eating chicken in prison is called baloney. Goodrum needs a... Oh, fucking Vince is a good guy, man. Come on. His fuck... What's going on, everybody? He's a good dude, man. He makes me laugh. His videos are entertaining. That's what I try to bring to the table. A little fucking laughter, a little entertainment. Come on, baby. It's not that big for a bodybuilder. Oh, some of you guys were DMing me to try to get the Bagel Boss little guy that went viral, part of the MSM family, or get him in the piss. I've contacted him, and he sent me his manager's email to talk to him to book him. The guy probably lives like 10 minutes from me. That store is right near me. I sent Ron Harris my pic this morning. Fuck him. He said he won't comment on them because he can't see my abs. Tell Ron Harris to fucking break his own back so he can blow himself. That fucking useless sack of shit. The fucking most overrated fucking writer in this industry. Joe was called Dragnet. It was his nickname on the force. I had a few nicknames. It wasn't Dragnet, though. Maybe like Drunknet. Alien ass cheek.
I don't see no, I hear some stuff there.
All right?
A lot of tickets because now I'm them back on.
Not to do it. So I don't care if you're in jail. You can still... Some of you guys... We need some new tarts. If I can bring the Bagel Boss guy to the table, I think I deserve somebody helping milk my brother. If you got any like aunts that had like divorced or something, evidence laceration trying to get hard copy, yes. September 20th, the Shoesmith get acid nerd. I have no idea. You have to ask Stevie. Can't have cell phones in prison. Yes, they can't have cell phones in prison, unfortunately. Ray said not good. Is he deported on the No shape, no. It's actually, it has like a, it looks like a teardrop and then a stick to it, and it takes a AAA battery, and it goes, and when my wife shoves it in my asshole, it feels real good. And then she uses the other hand to manipulate my hard penis. But then when the hand gets tired, I have to take over. But she'll still she'll stick the stick in my butt while I jerk myself off till I about to come, and then she takes over to finish me off and come all over my belly. But I don't lick it like Jason. You better not spit on a tit. Yes, especially because they're fake because she has breast cancer. They're fake breasts. She won't even feel if I spit on it. It's gummy bear tit. Woo! What is he, puking? What's up, Bloatloard? What are you eating today, Grizzly?
Yeah, I was trying to eat some gum, but something was wrong with it.
Oh. You have an Oakland A's hat on. West Coast Johnny Fit will be very happy. He's an A's fan. He's from out that way.
Yeah.
So what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I just picked up my new lighter, the Zippo.
And what do you like with that? You're not a smoker, are you?
I'm gonna start doing cigar reviews.
Cigar reviews. Wow.
So I just put some fuel in it, but so, yeah, it actually works.
Oh, yeah, it certainly does. That's a good lighter, those old-fashioned flick lighters. I used to have one when I smoked the cigarettes years ago.
Yeah, it says made in
the USA. See, Trump would be happy with you, even though you're not an American. You're supporting American industry.
Yeah, Trump is supported by the Bloat crew. We're allies. So he's gonna
Make
help
America
us,
bloated again.
when we get when we achieve world domination. Trump will be helping us out.
Yes. So have you heard anything from Big Rob? Because I know you were on the inside track for a while. He's out
No,
in
I
real
haven't
life
seen
too?
him in a very long time at all. I haven't heard
Yeah, me
anything from
neither,
him.
man. It's been boring without him. I miss him.
I think he blocked me a long time ago.
Oh, I've been blocked since fucking like February.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't been. I have totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So what
make
else is going on, bro?
anything worth watching anymore anyway.
What else is going on with you over there?
Yeah, it's really hot now. It's summer. So, yeah. Just a lot of work and stuff in summer. Trying to do a
Did
lot
you
of
shave your
YouTube videos.
beard? You look.
Yeah, I shaved it
I
off.
don't see your beard. Is it gone?
I shaved it off. It's gone. It's
Why? That was great. It was your look.
Yeah, but I had it for so long. It felt like it's having some change or something. Just do something
All right,
else.
I hear you. It was tickling the girl's asshole while you were eating her pussy.
Yeah, that's not
You were doing
that's not a problem. That's okay. But yeah, I just got tired of it.
I hear you. You were doing a pussy review instead of a fucking chocolate review, right? So what do you think about Jason running for president in 2024? Are you in favor of that?
It sounds better than what the alternative is gonna be.
You're not a fan of his, though? I mean, he started all of this.
Yeah, but he thinks I'm a troll. He's not a fan.
Oh, he doesn't. You know, he thinks everybody's a troll. He'll figure it out.
He's always
He'll know
talking
who.
shit.
Yeah. What about Jay Masters and the rest of the Del Rey Misfits?
Yeah, Jay Masters is horrible. Jay Masters is a trash.
No, come on.
Name
He does videos for me now. Come on, he's part of the family, bro.
His new
Big
name
part of the
is
family.
the Del Rey Beggar. The Beggar of Del Rey. That's his new name, or the Bedroom Incel.
Oh, Jesus. Jay is a fucking. I like Jay Masters. He's definitely. He makes me laugh, and when we speak in person, we can say a lot of racist things to each other, and no one could complain.
Yeah, but Jay is the biggest hypocrite on Instagram. I don't like that.
Ah, come on. He's a good dude, bro.
Jay gonna burn in hell for his sins. Get what deserved.
Get off this earth. Wow, that's cold, Bloatloard.
No, get
Grizzly's mad.
Get what deserved.
Holy shit. Oh, so what's up, Eddie? What are some of the ladies out there that you've been noticing on the Instagram? Any new ladies pop up?
No, it's just tots, just whores and stuff on Instagram.
All right. I don't know if this, maybe you had the inside track on some new fucking fitness girl or something. I would have been definitely into looking her up and see what Grizzly thought of her if he recommended her. It's like if you recommend a certain drink or whatever, I want to buy it.
These various cam girls and stuff, but I don't really watch them.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of the fucking Jack girls. They have some really good dirty videos. So I don't know if you had any recommendations. And then in that one,
probably I'd recommend D-Ball Debbie.
D-Ball Debbie. So what is your take on the whole Shawn Rhoden incident? Have you been following it all, Grizz?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. It's like with everything. He's sentenced before he doesn't have a sentence, but he's already judged. It's already done. His life is probably over.
That would be unfortunate. Yeah, let him get his day in court before we fucking hang him.
They can't really prove anything else than she went to his hotel room, and that's basically all they can prove.
Yeah. He said, she said, but unfortunately, most of the time, she said wins.
Yes, she's gonna win. He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, you never know, though. You know, the one with Judge Kavanaugh there, when Trump,
it's
she turned out to look like a fucking lawyer, you know, and he got the gig.
Yeah, but most of the time, it's you don't really have a chance.
Yeah. In this day and age, unfortunately, that is. Sometimes it's warranted, and a lot of times it's not. And then the man is the one that gets it in the fucking ass.
Yes, it's not good. I don't like it.
Yeah. The supreme leader of the bloat crew, somebody said. Oh, well, of course it's you. Who else?
That's the official title.
Official title.
When I have speeches and stuff, that's what they gotta say, you know.
That's how they introduce you over the loudspeaker, right? Oh, so what made you start the whole bloat, you know, reviews and stuff like that? What gave you the inspiration behind that?
I always just, I've always been buying all these weird things, and I always kind of wanted to do it, but I never did, and then just decided to start doing it, so, yeah.
And how did you get involved with the whole Genovaverse? Because that gave you a whole nother fucking area to really shine.
Yeah, I just randomly came across it, basically, and then just over time watched it. We used to watch it at work and stuff, me and a couple other guys.
And get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing how a fucking 30-something-year-old guy who lives in Florida is known throughout the world because of what he's done in the fitness industry. And he's really not part of the fitness industry, if you think about it.
Other than not really. It's really weird.
He's a character, really.
Yeah, and it's pretty much wherever you go on the internet, you always, if you look in the comments and you see like the names and the pictures and stuff, a lot of people, it's like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And not just fitness-related stuff, just random, you come across it everywhere.
See, to me, what the whole Genovaverse has done is brought people that really didn't give two fucks about bodybuilding and fitness, because it's fucking boring. Yeah. Made them fucking watch these videos, and people are enjoying them and having fun, and it's just exploded. And I was, luckily enough, fell into it and kind of did a couple of things, and I was like, this is great. I'm going to do more. So.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's just exploded.
Yeah. It's been it's definitely been a fun fucking ride with those guys. I met the Misfits in person and stuff, and I hung out with Jason a couple of times also, and it's pretty cool to see how you walk around with him and you see people just come running up to him at an expo. He's like a fucking rock star, Grizz. It's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah.
I'm impressed and I'm jealous. I'm like, I wish girls would come up to me like that.
Yeah.
They think I'm like some old fucking guy walking with them. Who's this fuck, you know? So, all right, man. I appreciate you popping in. Anything you want to plug? Go ahead. You want to plug something?
Not really. Just check out the Bloatloard channel, and I'm on BitChute too, so it's gonna be some exclusive content there that's not really family-friendly topics. Maybe I have to post on BitChute and not YouTube.
Family-friendly.
Yeah, it's not
G-rated
family-friendly
material. All right. MSM family-friendly. It's very different.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. More like that, so, yeah.
Raw dog anal fucking group sex is family friendly in our world.
Sodium gangbang and all kinds of stuff.
Gangbang. All right, Grizz. Thanks for checking in, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Okay, see you.
Later, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There he is, the Blood, Grizzly Jr. He's fucking funny, man. Just him going, woo, I fucking laugh my balls off. And shoot, it's sickening. Follow my lord. Get what deserved channel. Sodium Troopers Unite. Yes, I do enjoy Grizzly, his video. It's a sick world. I don't know. I can't. When people say, what is this whole thing with Jason Genova? I'm like, I can't tell you in one sentence. It might take days. It may take many days. Oh, but I did speak to Jason this morning. And like I said, he was fucking really pissed. He was in a real pissy mood. And I'm like, don't let these assholes bother you, bro. You know who your fucking friends are and shit. You can be, you don't have to be nice to everybody, but just let it roll off your shoulders. Joe, what if she claims grape? I guess you mean rape. After she got caught having been with Shawn by her husband. Well, that happens a lot, Hooga the Claws. Unfortunately, that happens very frequently. And then sometimes when it comes out in the wash, she gets locked up for fucking falsifying her police report. Lynyrd Skynyrd at Forest Hills last night. You saw Lynyrd Skynyrd at Forest Hills Tennis Center last night? I was there for when I worked in the 112 squad, Keith. It was right down the block from the station house pretty much. And the Foo Fighters were on stage. But it wasn't just the Foo. It was almost like a mini Lollapalooza kind of thing. But I got there when the Foo Fighters. I was standing like right next to the fucking stage with my fucking suit on and my big nose. It was pretty cool, actually. There goes my Joe, here's an absolute sickening would you rather than my mental ooga booga cougar that could inspire me. Incoming. Let it fly, motherfucker. Joe, you got to get Big Lenny on. I hope he's doing well. I mean, I know he's been having issues. I'm thinking if they made an arrest this long after it happened, then some research, some decent proof. Yeah, I think so, Crystal, definitely. But a lot of it will boil down to her saying this is what happened, and the complainant, when they file a complaint, a lot of times the other party, regardless if it's a guy, girl, or whatever, and but that, like I said, a lot of it could be how was she acting when she walked out of his room. If she was crying and everything, it kind of verifies, helps verify her version of the events. Do they have text messages between the two of them where he might get in trouble with, somebody said he's not married as a girlfriend, but he has kids with a woman or whatever. I remember him holding a little baby on stage last year after he won. So I just said wife. I don't know his social situation. But he'd get jammed up at home, but in the court of law, you take the fucking jam up at home. Don Giuseppe, would you rather have to eat a grape that has been up a girl's snatch for so long it turned into a raisin, or a cucumber out of a girl's shoot that turned into a pickle? It's sick. I would say the raisin, only because I don't have any problem with licking a girl's ass, but if it has feces on it, then I can get ill. It might even turn me on some, but that's just in the sexual fervor. But then afterwards, if I get like, what is that, E. coli? E. coli? I would regret it then. So I'll go with the raisin. But I'm not totally discounting the fucking, the butt one, I like a butt. This is that question thing. Now, let me see. There's some people that ask a question. Let me see. I'm interested that my Olympia is up in the air this year. Oh, I thought you meant you attending. I was going to say, no, you better go. I don't give a fuck who wins the show. I care about who's in a fucking game. What's his go? Oh, trip to Florida, Grizzly versus Jason. And you wanted to know what it was. I think that was for Vince, the go-to porn category. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't see it before to ask. I know this would be tough for you. Yeah, how about I take a bite out of both and I'll make my decision after I taste the raisin and the pickle. Whatever the cucumber turned into. As long as it was in a girl's ass, I could deal with E. coli. That's like ass to mouth. I mean, the chicks do that and they're still alive. She's dead. Why? She won ATM. Throw some bleach on the back door. No. Use your tongue. So that would be a poo pickle. Yes, a poo dill. Sour dill. A cucumber pickle. Because if it turned into one. Ariana, do you know Joey's World War? I think it would fit nice in the Oh, poop pickles. I got a couple of minutes left. We've been getting the countdown, normal countdown. It's E. coli in it, just a little treat, some added flavor. I mean, listen, I've had my tongue deep in some girls' asses. There is a very, very good chance that at least one of them had a little streak going up there. Didn't bother me a bit. She didn't seem to mind if she knew. It is almost 4. And Crystal saying crap while I'm talking about licking is, I'm getting excited. Yeah, so if I do get cut off, I want to let you guys know on Wednesday I will be back on the air for Legal Steroids Presents Gearing Up 3 o'clock. Apparently Big Rob is on the FBI's most wanted list. Ooh. Ooh, the train made a noise. The choo-choo. Joey World Tour. I want a ticket. Sign me up. Me too. MSM for LBGQ2. Proud of y'all for letting Goodrum on. Respect. Oh. I could get... Vince is a good guy. I don't care. He can do whatever he wants in his private life. What do I give a fuck? Doesn't mean I'm not going to be fucking friendly with a guy. I may not sleep in the same bed as him. Because that's reserved for keepers. Oh, yeah, but check out that story I posted on the website about we want to hire Shawn Rhoden, and we're already outlaws, so we don't give a fuck if people are throwing him under the bus. We stand by him. Listen, if he's guilty, like I said, he's guilty. The court of law will make that decision. Why should we fucking make him guilty before we even know? His lawyer hasn't even put out a statement. He hasn't. Nobody. So there may be a lot more to the fucking story. Prostate massage. Yes. Woo, Joey, baby. What are we going to do